Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this watch and would like to purchase it at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at JazzTime.com. Today, I will be reviewing the Rolex Datejust 31 in rose gold and steel, reference 278241, with a white Roman dial on a Jubilee bracelet and a domed bezel. I'll tell you a little bit about the history of this watch. Then I'll tell you about where this watch stands in the lineup of other similar Datejusts. Then I'll tell you about the case, bezel, dial, bracelet movement. Finally, try and give you my thoughts. So let's start with the history. The Datejust was made or invented in 1945, the same year the Second World War ended, and it marks the first time that Rolex had made a waterproof watch as well as an automatic winding watch, and hence the name Oyster, which is impermeable to water, perpetual, meaning that it would run without the use of any other winding mechanism. It would automatically wind from the movement on your wrist. It did not need to be manually wind, which at the time, all watches, or at least the majority of them, had to be wound. So Rolex figured out a way to make it run perpetually. So hence the name Oyster and perpetual, waterproof and automatic. So that was the birth of the Datejust. And since then, it's gone on to make many different variations, thousands, literally thousands, and it has put Rolex on the map as one of the premier watch brands, if not the most premier. Okay, that's a little bit about the history. And now let's talk about where this watch stands in the lineup of other similar Datejusts. Now the Datejust 31 is the size 31, which is a medium for women. Now Rolex makes their Datejust in size 28, 31, 36. Small, medium, large, that is for women. And for men, they make it in size 36 and 41. And what we're looking at here today is the mid-size, which is going to fit most women with a wrist size of between 5.5 and 6.5 inches. If you have a wrist size bigger or smaller than that, then there will be a different watch for you, different sized watch for you. Now, of the Datejust 31, it comes in many different variations again. Steel and gold, steel and rose gold, white gold, yellow gold. And so and a lot of different variations on the bezel, dial, etc. There's literally hundreds. You could mix and match in any configuration you want. So this one is sort of the mid-range right here because it has some gold in it, but it doesn't have any diamonds, and it is not all precious metal. So it's somewhere in the middle. I'm going to call this one, somewhere in the middle. Okay, so that's where it stands in the lineup. So let's start talking about the watch itself, starting with the case. 31 millimeters, mid-size, as I just stated to you earlier. The case is all made of stainless steel, and it's quite robust. It's a really nice looking case, and I would say around 11 millimeters thick. It's just a beautiful case. What can I say? And it has an Oyster case. Let's look at the bezel here. Now the bezel, this is pretty interesting because not a lot of the Datejust have this domed bezel. This one has a domed bezel, and what would be the purpose of that? Well, traditionally you would see a fluted bezel, which would make the watch look much more traditional, and it is a mark of distinction actually to have that dome fluted bezel. The fluted bezel does look great, but don't get me wrong. The dome one also, I can make a case for it in that it's less flashy. It's less likely to be dented or scratched because the dome bezel there's no ridges to it. And it looks less flashy, less intricate, a lot more plain. Now, plain is not a bad thing. Plain can also be clean. So it looks just a much more simple Datejust without all this fluted stuff, gold shiny everywhere. Some people don't like that. So Rolex makes an option where you have a domed bezel. Okay, so they make the domed bezel on this Datejust. Okay, now let's look at the bracelet. The bracelet is a Jubilee bracelet. They make a Jubilee and an Oyster. This one happens to be Jubilee, and it does not have the comfort extension. The Jubilee bracelet from the previous generation, if you compare it, looks a little bit different. Not much different, but slightly different in that the links are a little bit smaller and thinner than the previous generation. It still has the hidden clasps, and it has both steel and gold mixed into it. Okay, let's look at the dial here. Now this is a classic dial. White goes with everything, so white is easy to match. Dark close white, every single thing you can match with white. and it has Roman numerals, which looks very beautiful and intricate, but at the same time, the only small complaint I can say about it is it's a very busy dial and you cannot read it at night. So that, just keep that in mind. So you might want to consider index if you want to read your watch at night. But if you don't mind, then by the way, these Roman numerals are placed in rose gold. Okay, now let's take a look here at the movement. The movement is covered, you can't see it anyways, but it's a caliber 2236. It has a power reserve of 55 hours, and it's automatic, as we said. Okay, time to try this watch on. Now, I'm 6 foot tall, I'm a man, and you are probably a woman or buying this for a woman, so it's gonna look much better on a woman. I'll just kind of place it against my wrist so you can get an idea. And I can just say that, you know, the Datejust is one of my favorite watches for women, for men, actually for on all around. It holds amazing value. The retail price is around $13,000 as of 2025. We're selling it for just a tad above that. Not much, more or less like the price plus tax is what we're selling it for, at least as the of 25. That's where the market is. And, you know, sometimes the authorized dealer does not have this watch, and so you want to get it right away. Their only option is to get it on the gray market. And Jazz Time, the company that I am representing right now, is a great place to do that because they have the selection, they have the watch, it's at a great price, and it's a reputable dealer. So yeah, if you like to get it from Jazz Time, please click on the link in the description below to buy it at jazztime.com.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in Jazz Time, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.